Hello everyone. Today we will explore a haunting and desolate space, the graveyard of abandoned cars. Stepping into this place, we can't help but reminisce about the past and feel a sense of sadness seeing what remains of these once symbols of luxury, power, and speed. Over time, these cars have become silent witnesses, recounting the stories of a glorious era now relegated to the past. Join me as we uncover the hidden corners of this car graveyard and experience the unforgettable emotions it evokes. The 1938 Ford Deluxe Coupe has spent many years abandoned, resting in a corner of a backyard. Time has rendered it rusty and dusty, yet it still retains the classic beauty of a royal car. The scratches and faded paint tell the story of its historical journeys. Despite being neglected, the car exudes a raw beauty, as if waiting for a chance to be revived and reborn. For classic car enthusiasts, this Ford Deluxe is a hidden gem, holding the potential to become a legendary hot rod if lovingly restored and refurbished. We are currently gazing upon the abandoned cars at Schmid Lucian parking lot in France. These vehicles have been left here for many years, becoming rusty and covered in dust. The images evoke a sense of desolation and gloom, reflecting the decline of what were once bustling vehicles on the streets. The Schmid Lucian parking lot is like a miniature museum, preserving the stories behind these cars. Perhaps their owners could no longer afford to repair or move them, or maybe they simply lost interest. Whatever the reason, these images bring a sense of melancholy, seeing vehicles once used for transportation now turned into cold mummies. In a suburban area of Belgium, an abandoned car lot lies quietly, covered in dust and weeds. The old cars, which once showcased their beauty and power, now stand as mere remnants, forgotten over time. Classic Volkswagens and Porsches, once symbols of luxury and power, now lie silently, rusting under the dim sunlight. The doors hang open, as if calling for someone to come and rescue them. Inside, the faded leather seats and worn steering wheels all seem to tell the stories of their long-gone owners. Dust and weeds cover the cars, obscuring their original beauty. This is a junkyard filled with vintage international cars. These vehicles were once symbols of a golden era, but now time and neglect have rendered them rusty and unusable. However, this junkyard is a treasure trove for classic car enthusiasts. There are up to 786 professional images of these vintage international cars available here, allowing people to reference and study these vehicles in detail. This is not only a valuable resource, but also an opportunity for classic car lovers to explore and relive these legendary cars. Around the world, there are abandoned car lots where old, curious vehicles are forgotten and decay over time. These car graveyards hold mysterious stories about each car's past. In these abandoned lots, one might encounter classic models, rare cars, or unique vehicles that have been forgotten. They stand like ghosts of the past, silently amidst the desolate landscape, waiting to be discovered and understood. These abandoned car lots possess a melancholic beauty, containing poignant stories about the passage of time. Exploring these lots, we can learn much about history and the relentless movement of life. Classic cars found in abandoned conditions are a passion for collectors. Barn finds, cars discovered in old barns or warehouses, are always fascinating discoveries. These cars are often in long-term storage, requiring meticulous restoration and refurbishment. Charbonnage du Renard is a famous urbex, urban exploration, site in Belgium. This coal mine began operations in 1870 and closed in July 1969 after more than 100 years of mining. Some sources suggest its origins date back to 1530, indicating its long history. Today, Charbonnage du Renard has become a popular destination for enthusiasts of abandoned exploration, with old vehicles still scattered throughout the area. Charbonnage du Renard is a famous urban exploration site in Belgium. This coal mine began operations in 1870 and closed in July 1969 after more than 100 years of mining. Some sources suggest its origins date back to 1530, indicating its long history. Today, Charbonnage du Renard has become a popular destination for enthusiasts of abandoned exploration, with old vehicles still scattered throughout the area. In a secluded corner of Belgium, amidst lush green forests, lies an abandoned junkyard of old, rusty cars left forgotten. This unique car graveyard is where hundreds of vintage cars, once cruising the streets in their vibrant colors, now sit abandoned and quietly await their fate. Ford, Volkswagen, Citroën. These cars, which once gleamed with chrome accents, wooden trims, and bright headlights, have now faded and corroded, covered in dust and neglect. Their once gleaming details now contribute to a desolate and solitary scene amidst the vast nature. In a desolate scrapyard, old cars lie in disarray, waiting to be discovered and revived. This is a haven for those who love repairing and restoring vehicles. Amidst rusty frames and shattered mirrors, they unearth hidden treasures. With skilled hands and passion, these abandoned cars gradually regain vitality, transforming into unique works of art on the streets. Each recycled item from scrap metal tells its own story, an intriguing journey of discovery. Here, cars are not just modes of transport, but vibrant artistic creations, bringing romance and inspiration to enthusiasts of recycling and creativity. In the desolate area known as the Iron Forest in Belgium, old, rusty cars lie scattered and abandoned. This is a favorite spot for urban explorers, urbexers, to discover, with tractors and vehicles left to decay over time. The sight of these cars gradually deteriorating and forgotten, covered in moss and rust, paints a bleak picture of the decline of once vibrant places. It's an intriguing destination for those who love exploring lost places and uncovering the hidden stories behind them. In a forested area in Pennsylvania, 3 classic Edsel cars are arranged in a unique spiral shape, resembling a twisted coil. Produced from 1958 to 1960, Edsels are renowned for their distinctive design and the marketing challenges faced by Ford. These Edsels, known for their ugly appearance, are displayed amidst the wild landscape of the forest, creating a striking tableau for vintage car enthusiasts. This is a shocking scene when thousands of Volkswagen cars were abandoned in the California desert. The image shows a large area where hundreds, even thousands, of cars have been abandoned, creating a haunting car cemetery. This incident reflects the major challenges that Volkswagen faces after the emissions cheating scandal. The company was forced to recall and dispose of hundreds of thousands of cars, and storing them became a significant burden. These cars are piled up in the desert, causing concerns about affecting the environment with nitrogen dioxide emissions. Standing in the middle of the abandoned car lot, I look around and see old, rusty cars scattered everywhere. These vehicles, which once roamed the streets full of people and goods, have now become useless scraps, forgotten and neglected. There are all kinds of cars here: sedans, trucks, buses, and even classic cars, all waiting for their fate. Old tires, broken doors, shattered glass, everything creates a gloomy, desolate picture. I imagine the stories behind each car, the journeys, the memories, the people who once sat in them. But now, they are nothing more than inanimate objects, forgotten and awaiting their final destruction. And so, we have journeyed through the graveyard of abandoned cars together, where each vehicle carries its own stories, unforgettable memories. Though now they are mere rusty frames, old machines, they still hold a part of their soul, reminding us of a glorious past and things that cannot be reclaimed. If you found this video intriguing, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video to support us in bringing more emotionally charged stories like this. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next explorations.